Click. 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 Welcome to Somebody Said It Before. I'm L-Dub, as most of you from the Nick the Rat audience will recognize. Thank you for the glasses. And the fellows over at Indy Comics Media asked for me to talk about Indy Comics. Before we do that, click like, subscribe, and all the notifications. You know, that usual drill. I think it is going to be, is it over there? It's either over there or over there. So click on that stuff so that you get to hear more from me, and other people have to, even if you don't like what I do here, okay? Yeah. So, people from Nick the Rat have heard me before, and the two talking lizards. Now, while I figure out what it is I'm supposed to say, here is an urban Texas tumbleweed. Did you enjoy that urban Texas tumbleweed? Indy Comics is brand new. It's a new comic company, and now I wasn't involved in comics a whole bunch during the college years because I wanted to go see girls. But a bunch of people stuck with it and didn't see girls, but they got comics. So there are a bunch of things in comic history that I got to catch up on. And that's what you see. I got a whole bunch of old comics that I've been putting away in the file drawers here, but I haven't got it all figured out yet. Still working on it. My green screen hadn't come in yet, so that's what you got to see. Indie Comics is new, and they're bringing stuff to the retail shelves and directly to readers that hasn't been available. What that means for readers is that along about the summer of 2020, there's going to be new comics that are different, but go back to what comics used to be. Interesting. The first two comics that are going to come out in the summer are, where are they at? Let's see if this works. Bonk. Thank you, powers that be. So first, in my hand is Manga Gin. And it looks like it's pretty much happening here. I think it is mostly together, and I may actually review that for y'all here in an upcoming week or two. It's Western style manga. That means it is drawn by Western artists. It is black and white in the tradition of manga, but it is in the form factor of a Western comic book. And as you can see, it is produced and presented by Indy Comics. Right there. Here, I'll lean up close. Indy Comics. Now, Not Theirs has got a little ways to go, so I'm not going to tell you a whole bunch about the inside of it because I don't really know. I'll give you a real big look at it. There it is. Can you see that? Can you see that? So Not Theirs is not related to manga. It's a horror story, and it's an anthology of horror stories. So you get to see a bunch of different things happen in this title. So chances are, if you like one, you're going to like them all. Things in the first issue are taking place in the Civil War, and it's kind of a scary looking zombie story, it looks like. And again, when I get one that's looking a little more finished, I'll get it to you and review it. Thrilling Comics is coming to Indy Comics. That's for readers. That's coming up in the summer. Now I need to take a drink, so while I take a drink, I'm going to play a video of me driving a fishing pole holder into the ground for my antenna. Now let's play a little bit of a contest. If there's a comic you'd like to see reviewed or talked about, or that you'd just like to buy, mention that in the comments and tell me about it. And the person who does pick the most interesting thing, I'm going to go get that comic. I'm going to read it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit here next week, maybe the week after. Now that my foot is a little bit better, let me show you something that's not. So yes, that hurt. Okay, now here's the big deal. Artists, writers. If you have a finished comic project, get it over to submissions at indy-comics.com. Get over there fast. I believe it's David Furr is going to take a look at that, and he's going to decide what's going to fly and what's not. So get in contact with him and get that email over to him so that he can respond to you. Indy Comics is only interested in print-ready projects. So if you got an idea or a pitch, hold off on that. Get it drawn, get it written, get it print-ready. So that's it for Someone Else Said It First. I didn't say any of this first. Somebody else did. Who cares? Indy Comics is the place to go. You can find them right now on Facebook. The email address for submissions is submissions. Make sure you can spell that right. At indy-comics.com. Alrighty. Now I'm going to hang it up for now. I will talk to y'all in about a week. Do everything you can to share this out, like this, subscribe to it, get your friends to do it. It doesn't matter if you like it or not, just do it anyway. Do me a favor, okay? And I will come out and look at your video. I will.